Good evening. You're looking live at the field at the Rebel Zone on the campus of Strom Thurmond High School, where tonight ASTV and WRDW My 12 present a game between two old rivals. Goes back 50 years. The Saluda Tigers have driven down the highway and are going to play the Rebels of Strom Thurmond here tonight in the ASTV Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week. Hi everybody, I'm Ed Gerardo, and along with Eric Russell, the Aiken Standard Sports Editor, we're going to be bringing you the action tonight, later on. And right now in the pregame show, we're going to talk a little bit about games around the area as we go along. And we also have Ken Brace. He's on assignment, so we have Ken's replacement back here, which is Clarabelle, the Chick-fil-A cow. Ken went on assignment to a wedding reception up north somewhere. We don't know where he went. But anyway, we'll handle it from here, and we'll have our Auto Tech sideline report right here in the booth. So we'll get through all of that. Anyway, tonight, good game. Again, a rivalry game. Saluda's just up the road. They're 5-2 on the season. They're a dangerous team. They're 0-2 in conference, and this is a game, really, if they want to get back into the hunt, they've got to have this. And Strom Thurmond, of course, undefeated on the season, having a great year, beat North Augusta. Yeah. They want to keep that rolling for next week, Batesburg.
Exactly. Both coaches said this was a big game. Hillary said that you can throw out the records, which a lot of coaches say about games that are big games. But in this one, you really can, because a couple weeks ago, Saluda was 5-0 and rolling just like Strom Thurmond was, and then they got into region play and ran into some of those bigger teams in this strong region out here. And they played Batesburg and Abbeville, and those two teams are two of the top teams in the state. So those two losses aren't anything to feel bad about, as Coach Young has told his guys. And he said those losses don't define their season, and he's looking to come out here and compete, which both teams are trying to do. And Strom Thurmond is also looking to keep that undefeated record going in the year.
This is a heck of a conference. This may be the toughest conference in the whole state in terms of the number of teams that are really, really good.
Yeah, over the past couple of decades, I believe 4 of them have won state championships. Abbeville, Batesburg, a couple years ago beat Silver Bluff for a state championship. You have 96, and then you have Strom Thurmond, who won one in the 2000s as well. So there's lots of talent in there. And Saluda said they're looking to get up there on that level with them, and this is a big game for that.
Right, and Strom Thurmond actually has played for state championships. They haven't won recently, but from a standpoint of a good football team. And again, speaking of good football teams, DeAndre Ryan, I think he's the go-to guy for this team.
He is one of those talented players. He plays on offense and defense. He's part of that strong secondary out there that gets interceptions, and then he can also do things in the passing game. And he's one of their go-to receivers and has made big plays there. So he's really going to be a factor. And then you also have Chad Gilchrist. He will be looked on to run the ball for them and also play well on the defensive side as well. So a lot of those guys play both ways, and then you have some guys that are solely on their side, like Tyrese Nick, and then you have Tate Merriweather on the defensive side for that. So it's a lot of talent on the Strom Thurmond side that Saluda has to contend with.
Strom Thurmond, the #1 team in the Aiken Standard poll this week. Guess they've been there for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. And they look to stay up there and get a win over the Tigers of Saluda, but won't be that easy. At any rate, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the other games that are going on in the area, and we'll return after that and talk more about this one when we return on the Game of the Week, the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
We give very good deals. We don't have the overhead and the dock fees and all the junk that all the newer, fancier dealers do. So people like that hometown atmosphere, and it works for us. And so we continue to do what works for us. And so we just like to keep it plain and simple. You come see us, you'll be glad you did.
Weekends are for resting, relaxing, and recharging your batteries. A good weekend can also give you the time to catch up on business you couldn't get to during the week. For Security Federal Bank customers, that means banking business. What does 7-day banking mean to your banker? More importantly, what does it mean to you? At Security Federal Bank, being open 7 days a week means just that. That's why our Southside branch on Whiskey Road in front of Target is open for business every day, even Saturday and Sunday. We're proud to be the only bank to be open 7 days a week in Aiken County.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Did you know in the United States someone dies in a drunk driving accident every 52 minutes? I know the statistics all too well. We represent the innocent victims of alcohol-related crashes. We see firsthand the devastation that alcohol can cause for victims and their families. Too often it leads to serious injuries or worse. On behalf of the Chandler Law Firm, a law firm representing injured people, we urge you, please don't drink and drive.
Once again, Tanner Burns.
All right, welcome back. We're at Strom Thurmond High School where they're recognizing the seniors. We're not exactly sure if this can't be the last home game for Strom, can it? No, who knows? It doesn't really matter, but that's what you see as the players come across the field and they recognize seniors. But let's take a look at some of the other games going on in the area. And first up, Swansea is at Aiken, and this is a win Aiken needs to bounce back with.
They do, and Swansea's looking to get this victory as well, but Aiken is looking to bounce back after that Monday night loss to a tough Airport team. Airport undefeated, so that isn't necessarily a bad loss for them. However, I know a couple of the guys would have liked to perform better. Bryson Jones will be looking to bounce back in that game. He had a couple of picks and rushed for 50 yards, and that's not usually what you see from him. And Brayden Sanders also, he rushed for about 80, didn't get in the end zone any. So Airport was really able to shut down what Aiken likes to do offensively, so that held them back. And for Aiken, in the game against Airport, they went into it and were down 10-3 at halftime, but then in the second half, it just got away from them. So they'll look to rectify that tonight.
Monday could have been called Black Monday for our area. Aiken, North Augusta, and South Aiken all go down. But Barnwell able to pull off a win. We'll talk about all of them in just a minute. Brooklyn Casey is at Midland Valley. Midland Valley got a good win last week and get back on the track.
Got a good win last week, and they're 2-0 in the region, tied with Airport right now, and they get Daniel Carr back, which is what they've been waiting for. DJ Boy held down the fort there for them and got them to a 2-0 record. I spoke with Knight earlier this week. He said no disrespect to DJ Boy, but now they feel a little more confident going into it, and you can see it in the players, and they're excited about it. So it's a big game for them in the sense of they're trying to go to 3-0, and that would set up a matchup with Airport that will pretty much settle everything in the region if it comes down to that. So Knight has his guys ready, and they should get a boost from Daniel Carr. Also, Draquan kind of found his own while Daniel was gone, so if that continues over, they'll have that added bonus now that Daniel's back.
And Daniel's one of the most outstanding players in the area, returning Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
So he's earned all of that. St. Joseph's is at Ridge Spring Minetta.
Yeah, Ridge Spring would have liked to get that victory last week over McCormick. They weren't able to pull it out, so they'll go up against another tough Class A team. So they'll be looking to get a little bit more from their offensive line this week, according to Kenny Lipsey and what he told Cal Dawson earlier in the week. They didn't feel that they were able to really do what they usually do in that and open up lanes for Gibson and those guys running the ball. So coming out, they'll look for that, and then they want Bettis to have a good game at quarterback for them. They'll be looking to get some things going in the pass game against St. Joseph's.
All right, and then we have Dixie at Fox Creek.
Now, this is going to be a tough game for Dixie. They have one win on the season so far, and as we saw from Fox Creek, they have a strong offense. They can both pass the ball and run the ball with Dalton Swires. Swires has been getting praise from all kinds of people around the area, other coaches, other players. So look to have some more from him tonight. And also with that, Charlton can throw the ball around a lot for them and get things done on the in the passing game. So they should have a pretty easy time in this one against Dixie.
Okay, and then South Aiken is at Irmo, and I was surprised to see all three of the pick'ems picked South Aiken, and it's at Irmo. How's South Aiken going to win this one?
It will be a tough task. However, I have the feeling that South Aiken is itching to get back in the win column, because when I spoke with Hamilton earlier this week, he said after the Spring Valley game, everyone seemed to feel like they had arrived, and he was saying it wasn't necessarily the case. However, he also said that one victory doesn't make you the best team, and one loss doesn't really define you either. So he's not letting his team harp on that loss to River Bluff. They hung tight with them, and then once again in the second half, much like I said with Aiken, it kind of got away from them. With South Aiken, though, it's the injury problem again. Hamilton said early in that game, Kobe Campbell was doing great for them. It was close at halftime. Campbell couldn't play the second half, and then the offense opened up for River Bluff. He said obviously Campbell wasn't the only reason that they were in the first half, but that it was the one difference in the second half, and then you see what happened offensively. So he'll still be out this week, so that could pose a problem. However, Bowen Smith has found his own as well. He had a great performance in that game in a loss. I think he completed like 11 for 14. He was very effective out there passing the ball, and then you have Tansy Richardson to run the ball for you, so they should be able to put up points against Irmo. So that's how I feel like they'll be able to get the victory.
Well, and they have a good offense. There's no question. With Smith and with Richardson, they have a really good attack with that. It's the defense that tends to let them down at times. That
will be the question, if they could slow down. Irmo has a lot of talented players out there. Their quarterback can throw the ball around. He's has some great numbers up there in the Midlands area, so they'll be trying to stop that, and that will pretty much decide how the game goes.
And speaking of somebody's got to bounce back, North Augusta lost their quarterback. It was a tough night for North Augusta. They're at White Knoll.
It is going to be a tough night for them again, probably because as of the other day, Brian Thomas didn't know who he was going to play at quarterback, and it's kind of an important position to say the least.
A little bit.
Yeah. And going into a game like that, they lost Washington, then they put in their backup. He got injured, suffered a knee injury. Then they turned to Bird a little bit. However, he's such a vital part of their defense and doing other things that putting him in that position may not be the option. So he's really got to find an answer for that. And White Knoll is a tough team. They are 5-2 on the season. They have some good wins. So they'll be looking to improve their status in the region with a victory over North Augusta, be it a undermanned North Augusta at this point.
White Knoll not quite as good as last year, but still pretty solid. Wagner, they've beat a few people this year. They're going to run into a little bit of a problem tonight. They're at Calhoun County.
It will be a little bit of a problem. However, Wagner Sally has gotten the wins that they've needed. They're on a win streak actually, and then they have the 2 region wins that they were really looking to get to start off region play, going into the tough stretch of their region where they play an undefeated Calhoun, Williston Elko, who hasn't lost a region game in several years. They have a 40-something game win streak in region play, and then you have the two-time defending Class A Division II state champions in HKT. So they were looking to go into that with some momentum, and they've pretty much kind of locked up a playoff spot. It should be with those 2 victories in region play early on. So tonight they'll be looking to have a good showing. It'll be a tough one for them, but they look to compete, according to Coach Willie Fox, and they expect nothing less.
I think they've overachieved to a certain degree this year so far, and doing a good job in his first year at the coach. All right, so Williston Elko is at Blackville Hilda, and this is one we would expect Williston Elko.
This could be a long night for Blackville Hilda. They have arguably one of the best talents in the state in Barry Armstrong. However, going up against a tough Williston team, when that defense can key on that, and they haven't really got that much going in the passing game, and that's the one place where you can exploit Willis-Nelco's secondary, and they don't really have anything that will test that the way some of the other smaller schools have been able to. So Blackville Hilda probably isn't going to have a great time going against that, and then you throw in Shakur Chisholm and Fabian Bing and all those guys that can run the ball for Williston, and it could spell a big victory for the Blue Devils.
Well, it's still a big rivalry.
Yeah.
You can throw a rock from Elko and it'll land in Blackville. So they'll come and be ready as they can be. And then finally, Barnwell's at Woodland.
This will probably be another victory for Barnwell to keep that region run going of victories. They got one over Edisto, and then before that they had got one over Wade Hampton. So they are pretty good in region play right now, and they'll probably pick up another victory over Woodland. They don't necessarily have the talent to stay with that Barnwell offense. Barnwell is rolling now. They ran for over 400 yards against Edisto on Monday night in a lopsided victory, and they'll pound the ball again with the run game in this one tonight and probably go up big.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more about tonight's game between Strom Thurmond and Saluda here in the pregame show for tonight's Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family-owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You've heard of 6 degrees of separation? In Aiken, it's more like 1 or 2. It's a rare day that I don't go to a grocery store and see a former patient, their mother or father, or son or daughter. That's the nature of practicing medicine in a relatively small town, especially emergency medicine. But that's exactly what got me into practicing medicine in the first place, making that personal connection and helping people I know.
People you know, healthcare you trust. Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
Late for work or school again? Autotech can get your car or truck running smoothly in no time. Whether late model or classic, domestic or import, Autotech can get the hums and hisses out of your vehicle. Their state-of-the-art computer diagnostics can identify your problem and get you on your way. Bring your automobile today to 460 Silver Bluff Road across from Hitchcock Plaza. Autotech, mechanics you can trust with your family's safety.
You can smile.
I love to smile.
I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
Calling all college football fans, Unique Expressions has everything you need for game day, including collegiate apparel, accessories, tailgating items, even Yeti coolers. Shop a variety of South Carolina, Clemson, and Georgia gear. We have something for every fan. And that's not all. Unique Expressions offers on-site embroidery, vinyl lettering, and an array of personalized gifts. Find the perfect gift for any occasion and shop brands like Spartina, Vera Bradley, Ridley Pulitzer, Jack Rogers, Simply Southern, Tyler Candle Company, and so much more. Stop in today. Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road in Mitchell Shopping Center in Aiken, South Carolina.
Welcome back. We're at Strom Thurmond High School, where tonight they take on the Tigers of Saluda from right down the road, just across the county line. And Clarabelle, the Chick-fil-A cow, is excited. And in case you're wondering, Annabelle is back there promoting breakfast, but Clarabelle just wants you to eat more chicken, period. And you noticed she was quiet, and we got through that segment so much faster without Ken.
Are you lobbying to bring Clarabelle back next week?
Well, no, I'm not. But Clarabelle is here tonight to remind us of the fact that Chick-fil-A in Aiken is our food sponsor. They fed us here before tonight's game. It was delicious as always, and we appreciate them. Go by and see them on Whiskey Road. You might want to pick up some Chick-fil-A tomorrow for all the football games. If you still got time to go get it tonight, as a matter of fact. And don't forget, while you're on Whiskey Road, go by Unique Expressions. Get all your tailgate needs. They're our ultimate tailgate sponsor. If it's for high school, if it's for college, if it's pros, go by in Mitchell's Shopping Center on Whiskey Road, just down from Chick-fil-A, and go by and get your tailgate supplies from Unique Expression. All right, Clarabelle. Clarabelle will be back later on this evening at some point, I'm sure. All right, tonight's game.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams, as we said earlier. And what really will make the difference tonight is Chad Gilchrist. He is big for them on offense. He has over 800 rushing yards, but he also leads the team in sacks with 8 sacks, and that's kind of impressive for a guy like that.
For a running back.
Yeah.
To run out on the field and get sacks.
Basically.
No, he's a good defensive player.
Yes, he's a good defensive player, and he really provides the pressure that allows some of those defensive backs in the passing game to kind of be back there and stop their passing game.
All right, well, let's go down to the field as Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band plays tonight's national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, the national anthem is performed by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band, and we don't know the name of the young man singing, but he did a great job. All right, Chad Gilchrist, as you were saying, he's an outstanding football player, and certainly somebody that we've watched over the years, and we've come to expect that, and it's good to see him healthy and playing well.
Yeah, it's like as I was saying before at the end, he kind of helps out with up front providing pressure, so Tate Merriweather, DeAndre Ryan, and all those guys in the secondary can put up those big interception numbers and get big interceptions. As we saw the first week we were out here, they had a big interception against Aiken to end that game and seal the deal there. And then also a couple weeks ago when I was out here to watch them play Abbeville, they got several big interceptions, so that's really one of the keys. However, Saluda also has a talented running back who can do things for them if they can't get their pass game going. Malik Brooks, he has over 1,100 rushing yards for the team, and when I spoke with Coach Young earlier this week, he really expects him to be able to do some things. They also have Forrest Wynn at quarterback to pass the ball, and they really trust in him and expect him to be able to find some players out there to get things done offensively for them.
Okay, going back to the Strom Thurmond offense, Tyrese Nick, somebody who came in the season, had a so-so sophomore year, but he's really come on strong, and he's the go-to. He's quarterback, like we said. It's very important to have a good quarterback, and he's having a really good year, and he's got them undefeated.
Yeah, he's done everything that they've needed him to do or asked him to do. Every year, Team Strom Thurmond, when they have to find a new quarterback, they somehow come up with a guy that can get the job done. You had Javier here a couple years ago. Then Stidham came in and was able to do some things, and then Nick comes in and they asked a lot of him, and he performed for them and has them undefeated, as you said. He's really consistent out there. He doesn't throw many picks. He gets ball out of there quickly when he needs to, and he can also create with his legs when need to, and get several running yards and rushing touchdowns as well. I believe he's their second leading rusher on the team with 400 and something yards rushing. So he's been a do-everything guy for them as well.
Now, from a defensive standpoint, you mentioned some of the Strom Thurmond players. Who can we look for at Saluda? Anybody in particular? What can we expect?
You can expect them to run a 3-5 that's similar to, as you see, a lot of
Strom Thurmond, yeah.
A lot of the teams in our area also like to run that, and they like to get pressure on the quarterback and try to get him in those situations that we spoke of. So it'll be interesting to see if Nick can do anything once they get him out there. They have a lot of their skill guys will play on that side and be able to do some things for them. And they really like their group of linebackers and expect a lot of them in containing and in pass protection, or not pass protection, but in pass coverage if they need them to drop back there and do anything.
Now, the kicking game's always been important too. And Strom usually has some really good kickers.
They both actually have good kickers, and tonight, Lawson Real, we've seen already earlier in this season, not in the ASTV game, but we've seen him deliver for them when asked to kick. Last week, Saluda was telling me that when they got stalled down in the red zone a couple times, they turned to their kicker and he delivered for them. So they can both trust their kicker, and it'll be interesting to see if that comes in and plays a factor in this game. Saluda is looking to be more productive in the red zone, though. They kind of don't want to rely on their kicker as much. Young told me last week they got down there a couple times, weren't able to punch it in, had to go to field goals, and then that made them gamble a little bit later in the game on special teams and do some things. So that really kind of cost them, and they while they have a kicker, they would like to not rely on him other than extra points.
Okay, that seems fair. I know there's a lot of college teams that would like to depend upon them for extra points as opposed to field goals. That's pretty much standard. But at any rate, any expectations, any predictions for us tonight?
I picked Strom Thurmond to continue rolling. At this point, it would be silly to pick against them because they really have all the tools that are needed in a game. They have the strong defense. They can run the ball, and they're experienced in getting the job done when it's pressure time. Yeah. We saw it the first week. They delivered whenever Aiken was making a comeback and driving down the field. They actually even came from behind in that game. Then they held off North Augusta there and turned that into a close game, into a blowout. So that's really what I expect to happen again tonight. Them stand up and perform well.
Well, it's a trap game for Strom Thurmond. Saluda 0-2 in conference, needs this win, and Batesburg comes up next for Strom Thurmond. A huge game. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with tonight's game, Saluda and Strom Thurmond, when we return to the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Choosing a physician you can trust with your family's health is an important decision. University Medical Associates has been dedicated to your health care for over 20 years, and Dr. Humans and his staff are ready to provide the quality care you and your family deserve. With short wait times, walk-ins and same-day appointments, an in-house lab by Quest Diagnostics, and 24-hour turnaround on sports physicals, it's no wonder Dr. Humans was selected Best Family Doctor in Aiken's Choice 2015. Come see us today, 934 Doherty Road in Aiken.
You finally found your dream home, but it needs a few tweaks. New windows, vinyl siding, maybe a sunroom. Who do you call to do the job right? Since 1963, Bates & Sons has been proud to offer quality products for your home, installed with unsurpassed workmanship. Check out our latest jobs on Facebook, and you could win one of our monthly giveaways. Visit our showroom on Vaucluse Road or call 803-648-3581.
All right, we're ready to go. Lawson Rio kicks off to Saluda. It's a little short kick just taken outside the 20 coming up, and he's in the open field, gets by the kicker. Got one man to beat. Crossed the 30 and dragged down at the 24-yard line. They're going to say he's down. The ball came loose, but they're going to say the ground calls the fumble, and Saluda is in business with a nice kick return by number 6. The Denazji Posey. Yeah, there we go. All right, and Saluda comes out.
You can really see the hole open up there on that kick return.
Saluda comes out, spread offense. Shotgun formation. Running back, Malik Brooks. And he's going to pick up maybe a yard. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Again, Forrest Wynn, the quarterback for Saluda.
And the Tigers got one on the play. 2nd and 9.
It'll be interesting to see how Strom Thurmond responds to that. They kind of came out and saluted through the first punch there.
Well, as we talked about, they got a 3-5 look on defense. But Saluda getting down here quick out to the side across the 20 into the 17-yard line. And on the reception was number 16, and that's D.Q. Abney.
Number 16, D.Q. Abney.
Picked up about 5 yards, 3rd down and 4. So the Tigers, after the long kickoff return, threatening here early. Picked it up off the ground, handed off Strom Thurmond. Hits him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard. Will bring up 4th down and 5. Saluda going to go for it here on 4th and 5.
It's a big call.
3 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Brooks to the left, and now movement at the front. And that's going to be a 5-yard walk-off against the Tigers. So now they face 4th and 10. I'm sure they'll go for it here.
Probably while they like their kicker, I don't know if they have that much. Well,
here comes the kicker. As soon as we say that, he trots out on the field. Dylan Strickland will attempt a 41-yard field goal. Strom Thurmond going to play it safe, play back on defense. And now a whistle blows, and the flag is down.
They jump again?
It was odd looking. Offsides against Strom Thurmond is the call. So they'll get the 5 yards back, and here comes the Wynn back on the field. Now that it's 4th and 5, it's a shorter field goal, but they like their odds with 4th and 5. Does Saluda. So a 5-yard walk-off against the Tigers is given back on the offsides call. Two split wide to the left, 1 to the right. He'll throw it. He has a man, but it's batted up in the air by Strom Thurmond. So Strom Thurmond holds and takes over on downs just at the 19-yard line. And good play by the Strom Thurmond defense. Take a look at it again on the Specs replay.
Trey Moore got his hand on it.
Tanner Bird was outside coming up fast. He may have had a shot at picking it off.
They just have several guys that can make plays.
So here comes Tyrese Nick as he leads his team out. Fakes the jet sweep and keeps it himself. He'll move up over the 20 to the 21, pick up of 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. Again, Chad Gilchrist in the backfield. Now another back comes in, and they hand off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist cuts in the middle. He's in open field. He's got one man to outrun. He crosses midfield to the 40, and he misses to the 25-10. Touchdown, Chad Gilchrist. He goes 79 yards for the score. Pretty good start.
Yeah. They responded to that big kickoff return there. Got the hold, and then Gilchrist struck, which is what he's done all year for him.
So a 79-yard run gets Strom Thurmond on the board, and they lead 6-0 with the extra point to come. Real puts it up in good, and Strom Thurmond turns the tables and leads 7-0 over Saluda. We'll take a break and be right back.
We've been selling vehicles in this building since '48. Everybody likes the old atmosphere. We have old pictures of Granddaddy and Daddy and the old license tags and a lot of memorabilia from over the years. So people feel at home when they come up here. But right here in this very building, we started and we're here now. You come see us, you'll be glad you did.
Chad Gilchrist goes 79 yards on the second play from scrimmage for Strom Thurmond after Saluda went 4 and out. Real kicks off. Picked up over on the side and run out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And that's where Saluda will take over 1st and 10. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Let's take a look at the specs replay of that long run.
That was a big hole for him to run through.
He kept his feet. To Burris Kenyard trying to make that tackle. Couldn't bring Gilchrist down. And Strom Thurmond, with 8:53 left to go here in the first quarter, takes the early lead. As you said, Saluda had a big return. He was unable to do anything with it, but here's Malik Brooks getting some room, picks up good yardage. I think he get about 7. He'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Early momentum shift there after the long kickoff, and then they return with a big play of their own.
Brings a man in motion. Fakes. No, he gives it. Gets to the 30, and he is stopped. Tanner Bird, no, Tate Merriweather comes up, makes the initial stop, and he gets some help from his friends. Picked up a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Your coaches talk about it all the time. They want 11 hats to the ball, and you really saw it there from Strom Thurmond.
Make that 3rd down and 1. You would think they'd go with Brooks here. They do. Brooks breaks through, gets the 1st down out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Two receivers split wide to the left. Got a tight end on the left side. Wing on the right. And hand off to Brooks. Brooks runs hard. Picks up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Number 20, Malik Brooks on the carry. Gain of 2.
And obviously, as you said in the open, Brooks is the go-to guy.
Yeah. He's one of those reliable guys, much like Gilchrist is on the other side. So he has that ability to break a big one at any moment as well.
Now 2 tight ends. He spins out of it. Brooks going to get to the 40, but he's met quickly. He only gets 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
More gang tackling there by the Rebels.
When he spun out, it looked like he had open field, but he quickly was closed upon. Picked up 3, 3rd down and 5. Takes the handoff, going downfield, hits his man. What a pass. Wynn let that go. It's caught by number 6, which is Denaji Posey. And Posey had not turned around when he let that go. And when he turned around, the ball was there. And it's a nice little pitch between the quarterback and his receiver.
Looked like a little bit of a breakdown in the secondary there, too.
So a big pickup. Back into Strom Thurmond territory at the 33-yard line. And a new quarterback steps in. That's number 14, which is Tyrell Abney. Hands off to Brooks. Brooks picks up 4, 2nd down 6. Flag is down. Abney trying to get outside. Good run. Gets a hand down to keep his balance and gets up to the 25-yard line. Now the flag was thrown on the backside of the defense, and it was as the play was developing. Usually that's a place where a hole comes from, but they're going to call a procedure penalty on Saluda, so that's going to come back. Back it up 5 yards. It'll still be 2nd down, but 11 yards to go for a 1st down.
Don't think they quite got lined up right there.
Now my question is, the new quarterback is Abney. Did he throw the pass or did Wynn?
I do believe Wynn was in the game through you mean the first big pass?
The big pass.
Yeah, that was Wynn.
And Wynn went out in the first play after
it was after,
that was Abney. So we have confirmation that it was Wynn that threw the pass. Don't know something happened to him or if that's just the plan to go with Abney. He showed some speed on that keeper. 2nd down and 11. Ball at the 34-yard line after the 5-yard walk-off. Going to roll to his left. Looks to throw, throws a strike. Did they say he caught it? They say he did keep his feet in bounds.
Gave him the catch.
All the way to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be good enough for another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. And Abney threw a strike.
I guess they have another guy capable of getting the job done at quarterback here.
This is tough. He's moving to his left, has to turn his body and set and throw. And I'm not sure he had his feet in, but they said he did.
Effort.
And number 8, Jamarian Mathis on the catch. Handoff to Brooks. Brooks finds a hole. He gets outside. He's going to go to the distance. Touchdown, Saluda. So Saluda marches down and matches Strom Thurmond's touchdown. The extra point is coming, and we've got a game.
Yeah, both talented running backs getting the job done here early.
21-yard run.
Abney came in, and they didn't miss a beat on offense.
Strickland puts it up in good, and we are tied at 7 here in the Jim Satcher Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Weekends are for resting, relaxing, and recharging your batteries. A good weekend can also give you the time to catch up on business you couldn't get to during the week. For Security Federal Bank customers, that means banking business. What does 7-day banking mean to your banker? More importantly, what does it mean to you? At Security Federal Bank, being open 7 days a week means just that. That's why our Southside branch on Whiskey Road in front of Target is open for business every day, even Saturday and Sunday. We're proud to be the only bank to be open 7 days a week in Aiken County.
Here's the run by Brooks, 21 yards. Got a nice hold, broke to his left, and went the distance. And we are tied at 7. We got whistles blowing, and I believe it will be offsides against Saluda. And their kicker did some little hop and skip and did a little pause, and I think it threw
a little creative there.
His men there as they took off, and he then did a little stop. And that's Strickland, the kicker. You see that little pause threw him off.
I think he was looking to surprise Strom Thurmond, but surprise his own team.
I think he was in mid-stride, realized he was a half step off and had to change his pace probably. Anyway, it cost him 5 yards, and we will have a do-over. Here comes Strickland. He does another little hop. Kicks it down. It's going to be fielded at the 27-yard line. And the Tigers get down and make the Tiger tackle at the 34-yard line. Saluda Marching Band playing Tiger Rag, as all good Tiger teams have that as their fight song.
Saluda has a pretty good crowd with it, too.
A great crowd on hand tonight. Strom Thurmond always brings out a lot of people to see their games. Saluda has made the trip down. We've got Friday night lights here at Strom Thurmond. Great crowd. So far, so good. 7-7 the score. Here comes Strom Thurmond. And Jaquan Edwards gets his first carry of the game. It's a big one. He gets up to the 48-yard line. That's a pickup of 14 yards. Gilchrist. Gilchrist beside Nick and leads, and now Nick going to keep. And as he fakes the handoff, he gets upfield, gets 3 yards, crosses midfield into Tiger territory. It's 2nd down and 7. Here comes Gilchrist again. This time, Saluda was ready. His second carry, not quite as far as his first carry. Of course, that went 79 yards. Could have gotten a 49 one there if he'd gotten loose, but as it is, he picks up 2 yards. And we've got 3rd down and 4. Brings a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, going to come up the middle. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Only picked up a yard. Good defense by Saluda. Gets Nick after he picked up a yard to the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and a long 3. And the punting unit will come on the field. And again, Real handles the punting chores as well as the kicking.
I guess I can do the score updates from up here today. Fox Creek and Dixie are tied at 7 right now.
That's our Auto Tech sideline report from the booth. Good punt, angling it over to the sidelines. Went out of bounds a little bit early. I believe they're going to spot it right there at the 20-yard line. So Saluda takes over. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 20.
We've seen as a touchdown and a stop now.
Saluda had a sustained drive of 79 yards its first time out to match the 79-yard run by Gilchrist. And they'll start 80 yards away from the Tyler Tire end zone this time. So handoff to Brooks. Brooks fights hard. Brooks breaks loose from the pack, but the whistle had sounded. They'll bring it back. Brooks thought maybe he'd gotten away, but the whistles had been blown.
I believe we saw that a couple weeks back in the South Aiken Spring Valley game where
everybody stopped. Yeah. Now that one was awful. 4-yard run, 2nd down and 6. Not sure what the official was doing that particular night on that particular play. Handoff again to Brooks, and Brooks just bowls over. I don't know if that was Nicholson, but gave him a shot. Came up to make the tackle, and he got the worst of that. I believe that was the safety, number 7, which is Nicholson. Malik got it introduced to Mr. Brooks.
Some good hard running there, which is something Coach Young said you can expect from him.
Pickup was 12 yards. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. A new running back gets up over the 40-yard line. That's number 23, which is Malcolm Wiggins. Wiggins picked up 4. 2nd down and 6. And Saluda, who struggled in that first possession, showing some strength. Now Wynn came in and ran the first few plays. Now Abney back out on the field. Abney rolling to his right. Throws a strike. I can see why they want to put him in. He's got a great arm. Pass again to Jamarian Mathis.
That Strom Thurmond secondary that we talked so much about is having a little bit of trouble here early on.
But the thing that Saluda is doing, and you have to do with Strom Thurmond, is roll their quarterback out of the pocket. And that's the final seconds of the first quarter. 1 quarter's in the books, and we are tied at 7. We'll be right back in the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Did you know in the United States someone dies in a drunk driving accident every 52 minutes? I know the statistics all too well. We represent the innocent victims of alcohol-related crashes. We see firsthand the devastation that alcohol can cause for victims and their families. Too often it leads to serious injuries or worse. On behalf of the Chandler Law Firm, a law firm representing injured people, we urge you, please don't drink and drive.
We are tied at 7 here on the campus of Strom Thurmond High School, where Strom Thurmond hosts Saluda from just down the road across the county line. A big rivalry. These two teams have been playing for over 50 years. Not consecutively. They took a few years off here or there, but most of the time they've played each other, and been quite a battle between these two teams many, many times.
Strom Thurmond is one of those teams that has bounced back between 2A and 3A, so that may be part of the reason for the absences.
All right, channel off from 1st and 10. Here comes Abney. Flag on the play. Gets upfield. And let's see if that's going to stand. I think both sides of the field made the call. So they
fans seem to think it's holding.
Procedure against Strom Thurmond. From where it was thrown, that wasn't going to be a holding call. I think they just are wishing that it was a holding call. It remains first down, 1st and 15.
First down and 15.
So again, Wynn, the starting quarterback, goes to the bench, and Abney is the quarterback. Drops straight back. Now he's going to look to run. Gets away. Has one man to beat there. Good open field tackle as he moves back to the 50. May have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him down at the 49, so he's a yard short of that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. He's got some speed.
Yeah, that may be why they turned to him at times. But he's also got an arm on him, so Coach Young has the best of both worlds down there.
Again, Brooks, the running back, next to Abney. 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes Brooks. He's got a hole. He gets through. Going to be down at the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 yards. He's a little short of the first down, so it's be 3rd and 2. But a good job up front by Saluda, opening that hole. Brooks comes right up the middle through the dive. Here comes Brooks again, running hard across the 35 to the 34. Plenty to get the first down. He picks up 6. Needed 2. And another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The thing Saluda's been able to do that a lot of teams facing Strom haven't is that pass threat is allowing them to keep the defense honest, and it's paying off for their run game as well.
And Wynn was the quarterback on the last couple of plays. Now Abney checks back in. So they're rotating quarterbacks and having some success doing it. And here he comes on the run, and he's hit hard. Turned the corner. I believe he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
Second down and 10.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Second quarter, 7-7 our score. Quick pass over the middle, complete again to Mathis. Mathis spun down at the 11-yard line. And that was Wynn as the quarterback, and a nice throw from Wynn. They got best of both worlds with their quarterbacks.
Pass completion to number 8, Demarion Mathis for a Tiger first down.
So Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 11. And Saluda, after falling behind 7-0, looks to take the lead. Hands off to Brooks. Brooks steps over, makes a nice run as he steps over the first defenders he met. And he picks up positive yardage. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards to the 8. 2nd and 7.
This is where Coach Young said Saluda has had problems down here in the red zone. Let's see what they're able to get out of this drive.
Well, Wynn goes out. Abney comes in at quarterback. Again, he is the speed quarterback. He's going to roll to his right. Look to pass. Now he's going to look to run. He's going to go inside the 5, but he's stood up at the 5-yard line, and good defense.
Tackle.
And that is exactly how you coach them up to do that as we look at the Specs replay. That is how you tackle a running back.
Mitchell settles there.
All right, 3rd down and 4 from the 5-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Brooks into the end zone. Touchdown, Saluda. They take the lead 13-7 with the extra point coming. And wow, they ran that straight at Strom Thurmond. So Brooks with his 2nd touchdown of the night gives Saluda the lead. Kick is blocked. So the extra point tries missed, and our score, Saluda 13, Strom Thurmond 7. We'll be back in just a minute. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. Saluda takes the lead 13-7. They missed the extra point. But with 7:39 left to go here in the 2nd quarter, after trailing 7-0, they bounced back with 2 touchdowns by Malik Brooks, a 21-yard run and a 5-yard run. And they've really been just pounding away at Strom Thurmond.
They have been.
Little pop-up punt. It's in no man's land, fielded and hit hard as he came up to the 34-yard line, but holding on to the ball, which is the most important part of all of that.
Indeed.
Looked like it was number 2, Ashawn Chin.
Senior running back.
So the ball spotted at the 35, Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. Strom Thurmond struck on a one-play 79-yard run by Chad Gilchrist. The 2 touchdowns by Saluda were sustained long drives. One was 79 yards, the other 80, and they lead 13-7. Here comes Gilchrist again. He's hit, picks a hole but doesn't get far, picks up 2 yards. Let's look at the touchdown again.
Chad Gilchrist on the carry for a gain of 2.
Nice hole set up, good blocking. Very impressed with Saluda's line.
On both of those touchdown runs, it's been an easy path for the running back.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Handoff and fumble. And I believe Saluda's going to end up with this ball. They took it away from him.
He just ripped it out of there, it looked like.
And they're going to say no fumble. They're going to discuss it now.
There was a whistle blowing, but
Gilchrist was not down, and Saluda had the ball.
The only call that could have been made there was the forward progress stop, but I don't believe that was the case.
Saluda, of course, lobbying to get the ball, and they do. They turn around and point in the direction of the north goal. So Saluda gets the first big break, gets a turnover at the 40. Here comes Gilchrist, and they rip the ball away from him before he's down. And I believe that would have stood on the instant replay.
Malcolm Wiggins with a big play there.
So the ball is at the 38-yard line of Strom Thurmond, and now a short field for Saluda for the first time this evening. Two split wide to the left, two split wide to the right. Brooks in the backfield. Handoff by Wynn, and this time Strom Thurmond not having any of that. Knocks him down for a yard loss. Second down and 11. Loss of 2. Second down and 12, all the way back to the 39. One thing with all the running that Saluda is doing in Strom Thurmond, clock down to 6:25. And again, Strom Thurmond equal to that as Rashad Bryant comes up and makes the tackle on Posey. Posey had nowhere to go. He actually lost a yard. Third down and 13.
That brings up 3rd and 13, Rebel fans.
So the Tigers were having their way. After the turnover, Strom Thurmond flexes their muscles a little bit and pushes Saluda back 3 yards. Third down. Once again, Abney in the game at quarterback. And he's going to roll to his right. Gilchrist comes up. Ball was bobbled and hits the ground incomplete. Fourth down. I believe we'll see the punting unit come on the field for Saluda. And they'll see if they can pin the Rebels deep into their own territory. And the punter, as we see in so many teams, the quarterback win is the punter.
It was a big stop by Strom Thurmond there.
Gets the punt off, a little line drive. It's going to go inside the 10 and roll sideways and back to the 10. So good kick to the 10-yard line. So Strom Thurmond turns it over at the 37-yard line, and they're not no worse the wear. They lose 27 yards on the exchange, but no points on the board as they still trail 13-7.
At some point, you would think that they're going to have to go to the air, because other than that big 79-yard run, they haven't been able to do anything on the ground in the last 2 drives.
There's a little bit of a fluke on the fumble. Now they flip it back. Going to pick up 2 yards. Second down and 8. And DeAndre Ryan, that's the first time we've seen him tonight. And DeAndre Ryan now at quarterback, sort of a wildcat type of quarterback, but he's the do-everything man for Strom Thurmond. He's going to pass, stands up, throws it downfield. Had a man out there, couldn't hit him. Number 15 is Jalen Simpkins.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. And the last couple of years, when Strom Thurmond needed something to happen, they go to DeAndre Ryan. Now, he was out last week with some injury. He drops back to pass, screen pass, gets it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist tries to find room. He's going to come up a yard short of the first down, I believe.
Pass completion to number 11, Chad Gilchrist.
He is a yard short. Now the offense stays in the game. 4th and probably less than a yard. And they're lining up as if to go for it. And Ryan comes up under center. I think he's going to try to draw him off sides. He's going to try again. They're not going to run the ball. Don't know if they'll call timeout or just take the penalty. And give Saluda credit. They're not going for the head bob. And Strom calls timeout. And the punting unit, I would assume, is going to come on the field.
You said good job there. You see so many teams bite on that.
All right, during the timeout, we're going to go
in
ahead
crucial
and pull a
situations.
ticket for the volleyball 50-50 raffle. Blue ticket.
Ryan giving him the head bob. As we have the Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. And now Strom heads to the bench, and the punting unit will come on the field. So as we said in the open, Saluda has come out to play tonight, starting 0-2 in conference. If they want to stay in this thing, they've got to win. It's a must win. And of course, Strom wants to keep the momentum going into next week, where they take on Batesburg, who stands undefeated as well. Both teams ranked in the state polls.
They're actually tied. Them and Batesburg tied for second.
So Rio comes on to punt. End over end. Bobbles it, but gets it. Now fights. Going to be down at the 45-yard line.
Punt by number 28, Lawson Real.
Did a good job of bringing it back. That was Mathis on the return.
On the 45-yard line.
So with 3:53 left to go in the second quarter, Saluda will try to extend their 6-point lead. Forrest Wynn, who started at quarterback, has split time with Abney, but Wynn is going to go at quarterback with Brooks in the backfield next to him. Brooks has 2 touchdowns and another big run. That's going to get 12 yards, give him 11 yards. He goes across the 45 down to the 44-yard line into Strom Thurmond territory. One thing Saluda does, they take their time and run a little clock in the process.
Yeah.
Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, wide open, caught by the tight end. He breaks away inside the 20-yard line to the 19. And on that catch was big number 81 from his tight end position. That's Artis McGraw.
First down, Tigers.
And he was wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, there have been some holes in that secondary. They've been on the play action there.
They spotted him down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Low snap, picks it up, hands it to Brooks. Brooks going to make yardage out of that. Good job by Wynn of picking that ball off the ground. Picks up 3 yards, second down to 7. Actually, they spot him at the 18, so 2 yards, second down and 8. Two tight ends, 2 split wide to the right. Brooks to the right of Wynn. Now flips over to Brooks. Brooks gets outside, got a couple of blockers. It's going to be down close to the 10-yard line and close to a first down. They got him out there to the corner, and he had a couple of blockers blocking downfield from his wide receivers, doing a good job. He comes up less than a yard short. He's just outside the 10-yard line. Third down in inches.
This half has been going perfectly for Saluda. Inside 2 minutes left in the half, have a big lead and controlling the clock.
That's a stacked backfield there. That's a straight Wildcat formation, and Brooks is into the end zone. Touchdown, Saluda Saluda methodically comes down the field. They run a little wildcat formation, snap it back to Brooks, who had plenty of blockers in front of him, and he goes the final 11 yards for the touchdown. Impressed with the blocking, impressed with the schemes that Saluda is running tonight. Extra point try this time is up and through off the building. That makes it 20-7 in favor of Saluda. We'll keep it right here. And Strom Thurmond on their second play from scrimmage, the first time they possessed the ball, after holding Saluda after a long kickoff return, Saluda went 4 and out. On the second play, Strom Thurmond went 79 yards as Gilchrist left everybody in his wake and went up 7-0. But since then, it's been all Saluda.
It's been completely different. Strom Thurmond hasn't been able to move the ball, and they haven't been able to stop Saluda the way they have on that first drive there.
Stay tuned to the end of tonight's ball game, where we'll be presenting the Tal Wilkins Center for Dentistry MVP for tonight's ball game. And I would say Malik Brooks is looking good for that. 3 touchdowns here in the first half, 21-yard run, a 5-yard run, and an 11-yard run. Pops up, another kick, going to be fielded. And return to the 40-yard line. That's Tyreek Williams fielding it and getting it downfield. So Strom Thurmond finds himself 60 yards from the Tyler Tire end zone with 1:31 left to go until halftime. They will receive the ball to start the second half. I know they'd like to find some way to get it down the field, but passing-wise, they haven't been able to find any magic in that so far.
And Tyrese Nick is still not coming out.
So DeAndre Ryan will run the offense. Fakes it, now going to keep and get up the middle. Gets good yardage, gets to midfield, picks up 10 yards. That'll stop the clock. They may have to bring the chains over to measure it. He's right on it.
And that score here at the end of the half would be huge with them getting the ball back to start the second half.
So Ryan picks up 10 yards. They're at midfield. This time gives it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist gets to the edge to the 45-yard line. Strom Thurmond may have to use a timeout as the clock runs. They'll just line up in a hurry and go quickly. Picked up 5, second down and 5. Handoff. That's Gilchrist. Gilchrist going to be short. Picked up a couple yards, but it's going to be third down. Now, timeout. And I was going to say just before they called the timeout that they can't afford to let this clock just keep running. It's third down and 2.
Looks like they have 1 timeout left.
If they didn't use it there, they probably would have run off another 15 seconds and gotten this thing down to 30 seconds. They'll need all the time they can get. Again, they are a quick strike, but a quick strike is usually a long run to Gilchrist. What I'd like right here would be a screen pass to Gilchrist. They have run that. It didn't pick up big yardage for him the first time, but
I think you're right. It might be time to go to that again.
Especially here with third down and 2. You might spring him and get him down the field. Pick up some big yardage, if nothing else. Get 3 yards, get the first down, stop the clock.
I don't know how many chances they want to take downfield with Ryan in there.
They go with a little delay draw, and that's going to get the first down. Gets it to the 36-yard line. That stops the clock, and Strom Thurmond quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Clock starts, 40 seconds. Quick pass out. Caught Fights hard, gets to 26, and now a face mask. That's going to be a big break for Strom Thurmond. That stops the clock. They'll get an extra. That'll be a half a distance walk-off. They get some free yardage and the clock stops. They were going to have to use their final timeout. 33 seconds left until halftime. But this will get them a personal foul. Face mask is the call.
And as we said before the game, they have a kicker that they trust.
Well, that'll be a 13-yard walk-off. It'll take it to the 13-yard line. It'll be a channel offering 1st and 10 in 33 seconds to get it in the end zone. So let's see what Strom wants to go with. Now we have a timeout. I believe Saluda called the timeout. So 33.2 seconds left. Saluda with a 20-7 lead over Strom Thurmond. Strom Thurmond quickly down the field in this final 1.5 minutes and find themselves at the 13-yard line.
Interesting there. Tyrese Nick was down towards the end of the box down there with his helmet on, kind of directing traffic for the offense from the sideline. I'm not sure if it's an injury or they've just made a switch, but he's helping any way he can.
Now at this point, you got one timeout left. You want to save that. If you're going to kick a field goal, you want to have that in your pocket.
Yeah.
I think you might at this point want to drop back and throw a couple passes in the end zone. At the same time, you don't want to throw an interception. You want to get some points on the board and get the momentum back going into halftime. Cut this to a 10-point lead.
They haven't thrown anything or took too many chances so far in the passing game with Ryan in, but now would be the time.
Now here's Ryan rolling to his left. He's going to throw it in the end zone. It threw it behind his receiver.
He had him.
That could have been an interception. As it is, it falls incomplete. Second down, 10. Pass was intended for number 5, Rashad Bryant.
If it was on target, that would have been a score there.
Now Bryant comes out, and Ty Merriweather comes in. He's playing a slot opposite Simpkins, who's in the slot on the right side. And I believe timeout Saluda. Now that was, excuse me, that was an interesting formation. They brought Merriweather off the bench. He was going in the slot to the left with Simpkins in the slot to the right. And I think Saluda said, they don't like that. Going to call timeout and get his defense prepared.
If you have the timeout, there's no need to take a chance here. You have all the momentum. Don't want to give anything up going into the half, especially with Strom Thurmond getting the ball back.
(20-7) our score, 28.7 seconds left to go until halftime. Again, Strom Thurmond came out, scored quickly on a 79-yard run to take the lead, 7-0. But since then, it's been all Saluda with Malik Brooks on 3 touchdowns, and he's got a good many number of yards rushing. We don't have any totals, I don't believe. Are you keeping up with that?
He has 86 by my count.
I was going to say, it's probably getting close to 100. So 86, I'd say that's close. Especially against a team like Strom Thurmond. Fakes. Now he's going to do a wheel route out to Gilchrist. Saluda was ready for that. Now you got to decide, do you call timeout? They're trying to get timeout, and the officials weren't paying attention. So the clock gets all the way down to 14.3 seconds. Lost 14 seconds on that play and lost a yard. 3rd down and 11. That was a kind of a screen pass. It was actually a wheel route where he comes out, fakes the handoff, and runs out of the backfield and wheels out there. And Saluda was ready.
interestingly, in the game against Abbeville a couple weeks ago, they had a situation similar to this. They were a little bit closer, I believe, but they tossed it up there in the end zone to Williams, kind of a jump ball, and went into the half with a touchdown there. So we'll see if they go to that again.
As we said earlier, they want to guard against throwing an interception. So they're certainly within Real's field goal range.
Yeah, at this point, you would also have to go to the end zone.
One thing you can't take here, there's no timeouts left. That was Strom's last timeout. A sack or a tackle in bounds, the clock's going to run out before you can get anybody on the field. And it is third down, so you couldn't even spike the ball on fourth down. Brings a man in motion. Steps back, going to throw it up for a jump ball, just what you called to Williams. Williams has it. Incomplete. They did not hold on, but it was exactly what Eric called. Good call there.
It worked for him against Abbeville, so why not try it again?
Here's the specs. Did you see that replay? And I thought he had it. Went up and the ball came out. Good defense by Saluda. All right, Rio comes on.
And Tyrese Nick is out on the hold.
Field goal will be 32 yards. It's up, it's long enough, and it's good. 3.6 seconds left. And so we will have a kickoff, but Strom Thurmond makes the field goal, and it's 20-10. I tell you what, on the ASTV game of the week this year, I don't know that that's not the first field goal. I don't remember even writing it down in the book. But a 32-yard field goal. I'm saying the first in the truck. It says it might be the first 2 or 3. We've had lots of field goals. I'm talking about this year. So our score 20-10. Saluda will more than likely take this into halftime with this 10-point lead, barring something crazy, which we've seen some crazy this year. Now, we may not have seen field goals, but we've seen some crazy plays. Let's see what Rio does on this kick. Goes ahead and kicks it long. It's fielded. Running across the field, looking for a lane. It looked like he was going to come into the open. That was number 3, Tabaris Kennard. Makes a nice little return out to the 32, but we are at halftime, and your score, 20-10. Saluda comes on strong, gets a big lead, and then Strom Thurmond opened well, went up 7-0, then closed with a field goal, and it's 20-10 here at the half.
And as Nick's going off the field, he's running kind of gingerly, so that may explain why Ryan has been in the game at quarterback so long.
Tyrese Nick was replaced by DeAndre Ryan, who has played quarterback. In fact, I think it was last year that he was the quarterback, and I thought he was going to beat North Augusta when Stidham was hurt.
He stepped in last year. I want to say he played some in the Saluda game actually last year when Stidham got injured in that game.
At any rate, we'll see what they come out with in the second half. Strom Thurmond will get the ball first when we return on the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
The women's team had 2.
We give very good deals. We don't have the overhead and the dock fees and all the junk that all the newer, fancier dealers do. So people like that hometown atmosphere, and it works for us. And so we continue to do what works for us. And so we just like to keep it plain and simple. If you come see us, you'll be glad you did.
Weekends are for resting, relaxing, and recharging your batteries. A good weekend can also give you the time to catch up on business you couldn't get to during the week. For Security Federal Bank customers, that means banking business. What does 7-day banking mean to your banker? More importantly, what does it mean to you? At Security Federal Bank, being open 7 days a week means just that. That's why our Southside branch on Whiskey Road in front of Target is open for business every day, even Saturday and Sunday. We're proud to be the only bank to be open 7 days a week in Aiken County.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
We're at halftime on the campus of Strom Thurmond High School, in between Edgefield and Johnston, and let's not leave out Trenton. Trenton's down to the south below us.
Indeed.
And our score at the half, 20-10. The visitors from Saluda, the Tigers, are leading the Rebels. And the home crowd a little concerned here at the half, but certainly the Rebels capable of bouncing back after halftime. They will get the ball back when the second half begins, and will look good on that last drive as they were able to get in position and kick the field goal. Came very close to getting a touchdown.
They did. They went to that jump ball, and he almost came down with it.
That would have been the best part of that, was Eric calling it before it ever happened. So that would have been good. Something that Ken Brace would have been proud of.
Yes.
All right, let's go over here to my right, and we're going to have an Auto Tech sideline report from Eric Russell. Eric, what's our halftime report here too?
The Aiken Hornets are up 7-6 at half right now. Rich Spring Moneta also has a lead, 12-7 over St. Joseph's. Midland Valley is up 21-7 as they continue to have that strong region push. And North Augusta trails White Knoll 17-7 right now. So a good result for some of our area teams. North Augusta kind of had a tough task there in their game, and they're trailing at the moment.
Well, they've still got the second half coming
Yes, indeed they do.
And Aiken, that's another Tigers, Swansea Tigers, fighting Aiken tonight at home. And Swansea always known for having a pretty good team, so not surprised that it's close. But Aiken, of course, try to hold that lead in the second half.
Yeah.
And did we have a South Aiken score?
I am currently looking for that one.
All righty. And the Rebel, they've got some nickname that this band has, the Regents. The Rebel Regiment is the name of the marching band, and they'll be entertaining us here at halftime, and we'll let them get into position. Going back over the first half again, Chad Gilchrist opened up the scoring where he took the second play from scrimmage by Strom Thurmond, 79 yards to open up a 7-0 lead for the home team. The home crowd was happy. But then Saluda turned the tables. Brooks had a 21-yard touchdown run in the first quarter to tie it up 7-7. Then Brooks a 5-yard run in the second quarter, followed by an 11-yard run. And Swansea was able to take a 20-7 lead. Strom Thurmond got a nice little drive at the end of the half and set up a 32-yard field goal by Reel. And our score at halftime, 20-10.
One more score to add there. Fox Creek also has a 21-14 lead over Dixie.
Very good. All right, let's go down to the field, and we'll join the Strom Thurmond Rebel Regiment as they entertain us here at halftime.
She goes out of 2 minutes later, they were calling her
Drum majors Haley Haggerty and Bryson Butler. Is your band ready?
I think you sold that before.
This is heads, this is tails.
So nothing's happening with that now. It's just sitting.
Heads it is. Would you like to kick or receive?
Check with Judy. Maybe they didn't sell it.
Check with
She
it.
might still own it.
It's a nice little piece of property.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing.
We're going to go inside. We're going to go outside. We're going to get them on the run, boys. We're going to get them on the run, and we're going to keep them on the run. Go, go, go. And we're not going to stop until we go across that goal line.
The Strom Thurmond High School Rebel Regiment, also known as the marching band. They are great. They do a good job up here. They put a lot of emphasis on their music program, the Strom Thurmond, and it shows with their xylophone bank over across the field. It's a very impressive setup that they have, and they do a good job of marching and entertaining us here at the half. Any new scores?
We do have that South Aiken is down 14-0 at halftime.
Good heavens, we talk so much about their offense being the good thing in the team, and oh well. Again, I thought we talked about that before the game. Irmo has that mystique about them. Even when I was in high school, they were the biggest high school in the state back in those days. Aiken was the third biggest before they split up and had Aiken and South Aiken. So even still, we were always in awe of the big stadium at Irmo and those type things. And it can sort of amaze you when you walk in there and play as a high school player and say, wow, this is like playing in college, especially compared to some of the smaller places South Aiken, Aiken High. They're not big.
They do have some nice stadiums up there in the Lexington area.
Yeah, River Bluffs. Last week, I've seen pictures of it. I haven't been there live. Lexington's is very nice. So, facilities, not a problem in the Lexington area. All right, we're at the half. Swansea leads 20-10 over Strom Thurmond. Saluda. I said Swansea. I got caught up in the scores. The Tigers and Swansea part of it. All right. Get that right. Saluda leads 20-10 over Strom Thurmond. There it is right there on the screen. All I have to do is read it. Strom Thurmond will receive the kickoff when we return for that. We'll take a break right now and be right back on the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Did you know in the United States someone dies in a drunk driving accident every 52 minutes? I know the statistics all too well. We represent the innocent victims of alcohol-related crashes. We see firsthand the devastation that alcohol can cause for victims and their families. Too often it leads to serious injuries or worse. On behalf of the Chandler Law Firm, a law firm representing injured people, we urge you, please don't drink and drive.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family-owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You've heard of 6 degrees of separation? In Aiken, it's more like 1 or 2. It's a rare day that I don't go to a grocery store and see a former patient, their mother or father, or son or daughter. That's the nature of practicing medicine in a relatively small town, especially emergency medicine. But that's exactly what got me into practicing medicine in the first place, making that personal connection and helping people I know.
People you know, healthcare you trust. Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
Hey, what do you think that sign says?
Eat more What is Well, it's the start of a word. Something like eat more cheese. Or eat more chili.
Chocolate. Eat more chocolate.
No, it's chowder.
Chimichangas.
Cheesecake.
Chewing gum. It could be chewing gum.
That's not how you spell chicken. I'm pretty sure.
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
Back here in the Rebel Zone on the campus of Strom Thurmond High School. Strom Thurmond finds themselves on the short end of a 20-10 score to the Saluda Tigers as we get ready for the second half kickoff. Strom Thurmond will be receiving. And you were just saying that some deja vu from this game from last year.
Yeah, last year in this game, Strom Thurmond also lost their quarterback, Tyree Stidham. He had came out and got off to a good start and had over 200 yards passing in the game and then got injured. And Saluda started making a comeback, and it was Ryan that came in, and Ryan actually scored a rushing touchdown, a big rushing touchdown for them. So we'll see if he can bring them back in this one for a victory.
As if you missed the first half, Nick started the game, and at some point in the second quarter, we never noticed specifically that he was hurt.
He's down there on the sideline warming up with Ryan right now, but he's not moving much. He's moving his upper body.
But all of a sudden, DeAndre Ryan came in and started playing at quarterback. Again, when he came in and started doing it, that was one of those, they haven't gotten the ball to DeAndre. Maybe that was what they wanted to do, because he is the playmaker on the team, and put him back there and see what he can do. And we've seen Saluda do that as they put Malik Brooks, their star running back, in the shotgun in sort of a wild tiger formation. And scored a touchdown, an 11-yard run. Brooks had 3 touchdowns in the first half, a 21-yard run to tie things up in the first quarter, and he followed that on a 5-yard run and then the 11-yard run we alluded to earlier to give him a 20-7 lead. The 32-yard field goal by Real made it 20-10. And the impressive part was Saluda's ability to sustain drives. They had some long drives, 80 yards, 79 yards. Had a shorter one for the third touchdown, but they've done a good job blocking up front and giving some holes.
And mixing it up there with the pass and the run. I think that's really helping them out. As I said earlier, a lot of these teams that Strom Thurmond's been able to hold, they haven't been able to get anything going in the passing game, so Strom can key on that run. But when you have a team that can pass the way Saluda can, it really opens it up for the run game there.
And they've used 2 quarterbacks. Tyrell Abney came in and spelled Forrest Wynn, and Forrest Wynn appears to be the passer, while Abney is very, very fast, but he can also throw too. Yes. We're pretty impressed with both of them in the first half. So it was a good first half. Not a lot of penalties. It's a beautiful night. It's cooled off. The hint of fall is in the air. It's supposed to get cold this weekend. Maybe a chance of frost up here in this area. So football season, we're in the middle of it. And it's time to start the second half. Strickland kicks away, pops it up in the air, fielded at the 25-yard line and knocked down quickly. Good job by number 23, which is Malcolm Wiggins, came through, and after about 2 yards, he was able to knock Chin down.
Wiggins has had a couple of big plays here. He had a big run earlier, too.
Only a yard on that return. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And DeAndre Ryan will be the quarterback as he leads the team out on the field. Chad Gilchrist stands next to him. And he keeps, does Ryan. Ryan goes up over the 30-yard line to the 32. This will be a pickup of 7 yards.
Keeper by DeAndre Ryan.
Give him 6. Second down and 4. Here comes Gilchrist to the other side. Good defense that time by Swansea. And again, there's Wiggins comes up, makes the tackle.
Gain of 3 on the run.
Picks up 2 to the 34. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Two receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Keeps up the middle, and he is going to be close to a first down, is Ryan. They stop the clock, and let's see if they say he got it or if they need to measure for it.
I think he's going to have it.
If they say he has it, he is up over the 36-yard line. So a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 as we take a look at it again. He hit a wall, but it was 2 yards downfield, and he got the 2.5 yards he needed to get the first down. This time, hands off. Once again, that's number 30, Jaquan Edwards. We saw him on another run earlier. I think that's his second run of the game. He crosses midfield into Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards. And another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Quick give to Gilchrist, and Gilchrist picks up a couple yards. Second down and 8.
Second down and 8.
This is a beautiful facility the Strom Thurmond has here. This is without a doubt the nicest press box that we get to work in during the year. By far, certainly better than what we affectionately call the oven at Aiken. Now, earlier trying to draw Swansea off, they couldn't get them to do it, but this time they do jump on the hard count. 5-yard walk-off against the Tigers.
This is exactly what Strom Thurmond needed coming out of halftime to put a drive together here. They're in Saluda territory now.
5-yard walk-off, second down and 3. Quick snap. Goes outside to Edwards. Edwards going to pick up the first down, get up to the 35. Gets down to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to spot him right on the 35. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. So Strom Thurmond comes out, gets a nice sustained drive of their own. Picking up right where they left off at the end of the second half, as they had a nice little drive and got the field goal. Rolling to his right. Ryan throws, gets it to Edwards, or Williams rather. Williams makes the catch just short of the 30. Let's bring up 4th down and 6. Second down and 6. Got 4 yards. Going to keep. That looked like a mix-up in the backfield, but Ryan found a seam and broke through. He got about 8 yards, maybe 9 to the 26.
That mix-up paid off for them there. It looked like a confused Saluda as well.
They get the 21-yard line. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. He and Gilchrist ran together. They were running side by side into the hole.
No harm done.
Now backs on either side. Hands that off this time to Edwards. Edwards fights hard. Broke a tackle in the backfield. Good to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a yard. Brings up second down and 9.
Carried by Jaquan Harris for gain of 1.
And they're going to say he was stopped at the 21, so that's no gain. 2nd and 10. Now keeping, had a little seam there, closed quickly, got up over the 20 to the 18, pickup of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Big play here. I think at this point they want to get at least half of this back, or half of the yardage needed. It's 4-down territory.
Yeah.
Of course, Real showed the leg that he can kick it this far.
That he has. And it's 10 points.
Yeah, and a field goal would cut it to 1 possession game. Ryan rolls out, looks, now he's going to keep, and he's going to come up just short of the first down. He did get about 5. It's going to be a couple yards short of the first down, so it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to spot him at the 12. Needs to get to the 10. They spotted at the 11. So 4th and 1, and now a decision to be made. Coach Hillary going to send in.
Those are the big backs there.
Simpkins and Edwards, and they're going to go for it. I think you got to go for it too. Handoff Gilchrist right at the middle. He's got it more. He's over the 5 down to about the 4-yard line. So Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal from the 4 as Strom Thurmond comes out and methodically gets down the field.
Gilchrist running hard there.
And they quickly go with it. Edwards into the end zone. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond. Thurmond pulls to within 4. Extra point coming.
It went really fast on that play.
Four-yard touchdown run. And Edwards gets his first touchdown of the evening. An extra point try coming, and now we've got whistles before the see, they got flags. Offsides against Saluda, so that'll bring it half the distance to the goal and mark it at the 1.5 yard line. I don't believe that Hillary's considering going for 2 after that run by Gilchrist. I would think about it. But the offense, I think, is going to the bench. So they'll kick it. Kicks up. Kick is good. Strom Thurmond, who trailed 20-7, now cuts the lead to 20-17 here in the third quarter. 6:21 left to go in the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
You've heard of 6 degrees of separation? In Aiken, it's more like 1 or 2. It's a rare day that I don't go to a grocery store and see a former patient, their mother or father, or son or daughter. That's the nature of practicing medicine in a relatively small town, especially emergency medicine. But that's exactly what got me into practicing medicine in the first place, making that personal connection and helping people I know.
People you know, healthcare you trust. Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
Here's the kick. Fielded and brought down by his neck as Dylan must have gotten the number wrong. It's not the kicker that was receiving the ball. I believe it was number 3, Tabaris Kennard. And that's where Saluda takes over at the 24-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. And it'd be interesting to see if they can pick up where they left off, moving the football at will in the first half behind the running of Brooks. Here comes Brooks, and Strom comes hard and stops him. They don't put him on the ground, but they run him all the way back to the end zone. May have lost a yard on that. Let's see where they mark his forward progress. I believe he lost a yard. 2nd down and 11. Saluda spreads the field. 3 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Brooks in the backfield. Boris Wynn is the quarterback. Get it down the field. Throws it out. It's intercepted. Bringing it back, this is Nicholson. He's going to get all the way to end zone. Touchdown. Strom Thurmond returns the interception. Malik Nicholson makes the play. And just like that, 5:17 left to go in the third quarter, and Strom Thurmond has taken the lead. And this place is up for grabs.
A big play by the secondary, which is just what we talked about in the paper this week.
He overthrew his receiver, did Wynn. He had him out there in front of Nicholson, but overshot him, and he was there waiting for it. Kick is good, and just like that, Strom Thurmond very quickly scores again and goes up 24-20. Trailed 20-7, but 17 unanswered points puts him in the lead. Great run back, too.
Yeah.
Looks for his blockers, finds a lane, and takes it all the way back. I believe he's done that before this season, hasn't he?
I know he has an interception this season.
I believe he's returned him for a touchdown, too.
That's his third interception of the season.
But no record of whether, I know that listening to the broadcast, of course, they have a great radio broadcast. Steve Smith does the play-by-play, and Andy Livingston. And I've listened to them every night coming home, and they were talking about all the interception returns for touchdown. I believe it was, if it wasn't last week, week before last. All right, Saluda bobbles it, and they run him out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So Saluda, after having things their way in the first half, now coming a little bit unraveled.
Take over on the 15-yard line.
Channel Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 15. And Saluda will try to right the ship.
They have to come back with an answer here because Strom Thurmond has all the momentum and the crowd is feeling it now.
So Abney replaces Wynn. He'll try his hand at quarterback, and here he comes running outside. Gets some blocks, and he's outside, and he's past everybody. Now let's see if they can run him down. He's got some speed. Right behind him, can't pick it up. He's going to go 85 yards, and Swansea retakes the lead. But let's see if there's a flag somewhere on the field. I don't believe there is. Our truck, who is out back, sees things. So, Saluda, on their very first play, bring in the quarterback, Tyrell Abney, into the game, and he goes 85 yards for the touchdown, retakes the lead, extra point tries up, and it's off the wall, good. And just like that, the Strom Thurmond crowd is silenced, and they trail 27-24 to the Tigers. Woo, what a game on the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week. As we watch the Specs, did you see that replay? He splits them right here. Boom, like he shot out of the cannon.
Nicholson, who just made that last play.
And that's Chad Gilchrist trying to catch him, and he's extremely fast. He had a 79-yard run earlier, and he
Nicholson had the first contact and didn't quite get him. And then he outran the rest of the defense.
What a third quarter. A lot of action here as we get it going.
Still 5 minutes left about.
All right. Strickland. Strickland will kick. And they've been keeping it away from the deep receivers, and they've been able to do just that. Strom Thurmond runs east-west rather than north-south on the returns, and they've got another 1-yard return to the 31-yard line. Channel Law Firm 1st and 10. Strom Thurmond now with the ball, and they'll try to retake the lead they just lost. Scored 17 unanswered points to take a 24-20 lead. But that quickly evaporated on that 85-yard run. So DeAndre Ryan at quarterback, hands off. And that's Gilchrist. Gilchrist able to get 4 yards. Second down and 6.
Second down and 6.
Strom looking to the sidelines. Short gain on the keeper. Picked up 2. Let's bring up 3rd down and 4. On that opening drive, I don't believe they ran too many third down plays. Tries to get it out there quick. Nice pass by Ryan. That's going to be just short of the first down, though. As he got it to Simpkins. Simpkins gets it out to the 40-yard line. It's a yard short. It's 4th and 1. Last time they were down in their own territory, they lined up, tried to draw Swansea off sides with a hard count. They go to the huddle. So they keep the offense on the field. Let's see what they do. They went for it on 4th and 1 down at the other end of the field and got it. They quickly up to the line of scrimmage. He keeps, and he stuffed at the line. He didn't get it. And Strom Thurmond's going to take over on down. Well, let's see where he spots it. He gave it a good spot. He needed to get to the 41. And I think they're going to bring the chains on and measure that. He's just short of the 41. He got a very good right foot spot from the side official. And they'll bring the chains out, and we'll see. I believe he's going to be just short. Looking at it from here, where the yard marker is, we're looking straight across at it, and it is on the 41, and the ball is just short of the 41. He stretches the chains, and they are short. Swansea takes over on downs in their Strom Thurmond territory. So quite a shift of momentum here after Strom took the lead and had all the momentum in the crowd roaring. Swansea strikes with the 85-yard run to retake the lead, and now stops Strom Thurmond on a 4th and 1. And has a short field to work with. Just over 40 yards to the Tyler Tire end zone. Hand off to Brooks. Brooks hit hard. Strom Thurmond made some adjustments at halftime, and they are gang tackling that dive play that was getting so many yards of just gashing them in the first half. A yard pickup, 2nd down. Really only got a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and dime. Again, Tyrell Abney stays on the field. I imagine his brother is number 16, DQ Abney. He plays the slot. He's not on the field right now. Now I think we're going to have a timeout. I believe Swansea calls a timeout. They want to talk about it. It's a Bragg Heating Company timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Swansea has talked it over, so has Strom Thurmond. 27-24. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Rolls to his right. He's going to throw, hits his man. What a pass. Inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Tigers.
A pickup of 12 yards. I believe they're going to spot him at the 27-yard line. He's got a great arm. That's the same play. He went outside and ran 85 yards.
And the receivers are doing a great job as well.
I was going to say he wasn't wide open. He had to throw it in there. There were defenders all over the place. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Now Abney tries to keep his balance, dives forward. Good job of keeping his feet and making something positive. He gets to the 23. I think he's going to pick up 4. Give him 5. Second down and 5.
Second down.
Came close to keeping his feet. It's a long 5. The ball's at the 22.5-yard line. There's Brooks. Now Brooks, because of the pass, because of being able to get outside and throw the pass and make that long run, it opens up the middle.
I believe that's the first positive run he's had in this half.
So he picks up 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Saluda leading by 3. It's the final seconds in the 3rd quarter tick off. This will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Quick outside, Dave's going to give him room. He fights hard, gets down to the 11-yard line. Move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 11. 20.2 seconds left to go as the clock stopped for the movement of the chains. I believe they'll just let the clock run out here as the coach calls his team over to the sidelines. Says, let's let it run out. It'll run out. What a 3rd quarter we had. We had Strom Thurmond put 2 touchdowns on the board in a matter of minutes to take the lead, but very quickly back comes Swansea to take a 27-24 lead. And when we return to start the 4th quarter, they'll have the ball at the 11 on the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
3 quarters are in the books. Swansea with a 27-24 lead. 1 quarter to go. And Swansea has a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 11 as they knock on the door and try to extend this to a 2-score game. Strom Thurmond on their part will try to keep Swansea out of the end zone, hold them to a field goal, and keep it as a 1-possession game. They've spotted it at the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and goal.
Saw this package earlier.
And here comes the Wildcat, and he's outside. He's going to coast into the end zone. Brooks, his 4th touchdown of the game. Malik Brooks goes 10 yards and extends the lead to 33-24. This game going back and forth. Brooks with a 21-yard touchdown run, a 5-yard touchdown run, 11-yard touchdown run, and now a 10-yard touchdown run. And the left-footed kicker, Strickland, puts it up in good in the score. Swansea 34, Strom Thurmond 24. Whew. Seems like we just took a break. We'll just stay right here. Do you have an Auto Tech sideline report for us, Eric?
I do have some score updates for you here. Fox Creek is up 35-21 on Dixie right now. The last update I have from White Knoll is that the North Augusta is still trailing them 17-7. Right now, Aiken has a 14-6 lead after the third quarter. And that is all I have for you guys right now.
Very good. That's the Auto Tech sideline report. Auto Tech on Silver Bluff Road. You know, I saw Steve the other day, and he told me he wanted me to do a tagline, and I can't remember what it was. I'll have to get back with him. We were out at the Barcaritaville at SPCO. All right, Strickland to kick. Pops it up in the air, as he's done all night. Strom Thurmond going to bring it back out to the 36-yard line. And that's DeAndre Ryan getting in on a kick return. And again, we're not sure whether Tyrese Nick is hurt, but he was replaced by DeAndre Ryan at quarterback in the second quarter. And Ryan is back out there. Came out like gangbusters to open the third quarter. Nice long sustained drive, went down the field, cut the lead to 3. Here's Chad Gilchrist. And then an interception by Malik Nicholson. Returned it about 30 yards for a touchdown. And Strom Thurmond took the lead, only to see that evaporate. Now Swansea up 34-24. Pickup of 6 yards, second down and 4. Keeper by Ryan. Ryan battles hard. He's going to be just short of the first down.
It's been interesting to see Saluda perform the way they have in the red zone, considering the coach told me earlier this week that that was an area of concern for him after their game last week. This week, Brooks has put him on his back and carried them into the end zone.
3rd and 1. Keeps, comes outside. He's got the first down. Gets across midfield, down to the 48-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 as they're in Tiger territory. So they will try to get back that touchdown and cut this to a 3-point lead. Ryan rolling to his right, stops, now going to run. Going to get good yardage. Going to pick up about 8 yards to the 40-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 2.
Got a big block there from one of his receivers, I believe.
He's dangerous. Similar to Abney, who, of course, when he did that 85-yard run, there's no doubt he was running the whole way. Yeah. That one, I think he had the threat of a pass and decided to run. Now going to keep. Going to pick up a yard. He's going to be a yard short. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up. I believe that Ryan is determined that he's going to try to make this thing and carry him on his back. But he's got Chad Gilchrist in the backfield. And Gilchrist got to be well over 100 yards.
I have 118.
Of course, when you have a 79-yard run, you usually get over 100. They've kept him in check pretty well since that. Here's Gilchrist. Now he's got some yardage. Goes up to the 30, crosses it. Going to be down at the 29. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. As they move the chains. Strom Thurmond being very deliberate. Drops back to pass. Ryan signaling, now he's going to run, comes back, now a flag. That's probably holding. And it's probably coming back as he goes inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. But where that was thrown, almost always, it is holding against Strom Thurmond. That'll be a 10-yard walk-off, spot of the foul, and that's in the backfield. So that's going to be about a 15-yard walk-off when it's done.
difficult part about that is I believe it was well on the other side of the play for them.
Christian Hillary, please report to the front gate.
So it's going to remain first down, but it's 1st and 25. So Strom Thurmond going to have to pull out a little magic here to get this 25 yards. And they start with Gilchrist, and he's going to get a bunch of it back. He hurdles a defender, and here comes a flag.
I think it's for the hurdle.
And I think that's what it's going to be. Nice little move, but I don't know that you can do it in high school football. It's down to the 26-yard line. They're discussing it. I haven't seen hurdling called in quite some time, and they certainly do it. Personal foul against Strom Thurmond, and that's got to be what that was.
It's really unfortunate there.
It's down the field, so it's going to negate the run. They may get a break, and it looks like they may walk it back from the 26. When he actually did it around the 32-yard line. They'll walk it back to the 41. So they'll get a positive on the whole thing of 3 plays, and it'll still be first down. But that's a tough call. Coach Hillary came out and got the explanation. I don't think he liked it, but they need to get the play called and get it in, because the play clock is running. Get it off in plenty of time. Throws it out. And here comes another flag. Now this one may go against as a late hit, and this might be a little bit of a makeup. I'm not real sure that he wasn't still in bounds. Rashad Bryant was right there on the field, and the official was standing right there. But the official trailing the play from behind the defense.
The same one that threw the last flag.
And it's a personal foul against Swansea. And I'm not so sure that wasn't called as a makeup or as a reaction to the crowd, because the crowd exploded. Bird was trying to get some extra yardage. But that's going to be negating the 15-yard walk-off against the hurdling. And now it's a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 19. So a little bit of craziness, but the main thing is the clock is run down to 8:11. Now they blow the whistle inadvertently. They say to keep playing. Here comes Gilchrist. Chad gets maybe 3 yards. See, he goes inside on the dive, stepping over people.
2nd down and 8.
Give him 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Still plenty of time. Strom Thurmond not in any hurry. Hands it off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist runs hard, hit hard, trying to get extra yardage. He gets knocked down pretty hard at the 11-yard line. It's good to see Chad Gilchrist running hard and not afraid of injuries. Was dinged up all last year.
Yeah. He's having a great season this year, though.
Yeah, he looks really good. 3rd down and 3. Ryan rolls to his right. I think he could run. He does run. He goes inside. I think he could have gotten outside. Probably wouldn't have gained any more than what he ended up getting. He got to the 6-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for Strom Thurmond. Clock winds down less than 7. Hand off to Gilchrist. He goes on the dive. He's going to be just short of the touchdown at the 1. Picked up 5. Worst part, Strom Thurmond on that. Clock continues to run. They need 2 scores as they trail by 10. He's going to trail does Ryan. Ryan pushes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond. They're within 4. Extra point to come. DeAndre Ryan with a 1-yard run. Balanced scoring for Strom Thurmond. Touchdowns coming from several different players. Kick is up. Oh, it hit the goalpost and it went through. It went sideways and went through and cuts it to 3. The crowd gasped as the ball hit the upright, but it came down as the officials called it good. 34-31. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
All right, we're back. Kick popped up, caught around the 21-yard line. Looking for room. This is the other Abney. GQ Abney gets up to the 38-yard line. And Strom Thurmond actually trails Saluda 34-31. The score you see there on your screen is off 1 point in both directions. So we'll get that corrected. It's 34-31. 3-point lead for Swansea. Now Swansea would like nothing more than to get 4 yards of play and run out this final 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Strom going to see if they can stop them. Abney hands it off to Brooks. Brooks corralled. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten a half a yard. We'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Saluda has not found as much success in that run game other than that big play by Abney earlier on. In the second half, that is.
The starting quarterback, Forrest Wynn, giving way, and there's Strom making a huge pass. Chad Gilchrist. He's tough on offense. He's tough on defense.
We talked about it earlier. He's always in the backfield. He has a team-leading 8 sacks on the season, and he made a big play in the backfield there.
Playing both ways, and he doesn't look no worse for the wear. Big loss. 3rd down and 15. 5 yards loss on that play. Clock runs less than 5. But a big 3rd down play coming here. Abney with the snap. Throws it over the middle. He has a man. He got it. And he's over the 50-yard line. What a catch by number 28. And that's Hunter Coleman. First time we've called his name tonight. Hunter Coleman catches it, goes over the 50 into Rebel territory. What a huge play. 48-yard line. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. Throws a strike. Gets up, makes the catch, hit, holds on. 1st and 10. Moves the chains. Gets a fresh set of downs and will run the clock. Here comes Abney to his left. He's got room. He's going to pick up another first down. He goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at the 4:16 mark, but he picked up enough for a first down. I believe he got 15, 16 yards. Spot him at the 33. He got 15. Swansea trying to put Strom Thurmond away. Again, they came in tonight 0-2 in the conference. 5-2 on the season, but 0-2 in the conference. They had to win this game if they wanted to stay in it. Strom, of course, undefeated, looking to their game next week with Batesburg. Now here's Brooks. Brooks battles hard, breaks a couple of tackles, gets inside the 30, goes down to the 26-yard line. Big run, punishing people as he goes along. He picked up 7, second down and 3.
And the Rebels absolutely have to have a stop here. Under 4 minutes to go in the quarter.
Swansea in no hurry, letting the clock run. As I was saying, the quarterback started with Forrest Wynn, and he is split time with Terrell Abney. Wynn threw an interception early on here in the second half, and Abney has gone the rest of the way, and he proved his coaches right with an 85-yard run. We got a Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
34-31, Swansea leads. They also have the ball, second down and 4 at the 27-yard line of Strom Thurmond. Touchdown here, of course, may put the nail in the coffin, but there again, they're battling the clock too. A first down keeps that clock rolling. Strom needs a big stop. Abney. Power formation going to follow that to the left. Get some blockers out in front, and he probably has the first down. Chains look to move. He picked up 5 yards. He needed 4 for the first down. He got 5. Swansea gets a first set of downs. .325 left to go in the game.
This may be the most success any offense has had against Strom Thurmond this season.
They've been very impressive. Wynn has had his success throwing the ball too, but mostly been Abney and Brooks. Strom Thurmond still has 3 timeouts left, so they can stop it. But they're going to have to stop this young man. Abney fights hard and gets positive yardage, picks up at least 4. We'll give him 5, second down and 5. And Abney's just killing them on the corners.
Yeah, that's the same way he got that long touchdown earlier in the game. Got to the outside and then turned it up the field.
The thing that he's doing well there is he met the first tackler and didn't go down, spun and was able to make positive yardage. Here comes Brooks. And Brooks somehow gets through the pile inside the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up first and goal as the clock now at 2:18. And this is desperation time for Strom Thurmond. It is first and goal. Looks like the ball is right on top of the 10-yard line. They put the chains down. Now a flag. I believe this is going to be against
Flag on the play.
Swansea. Delay of the game. Trying to run that clock out. Got it down to 151. And that'll stop the clock.
Yes, Saluda doing everything they can to get out of here with a victory.
And Strom will start using their timeouts and see if they can just hold them from getting in the end zone. They need to start using them now, try to keep as much time on the clock as they possibly can. That'll help them. It's going to be first and goal from 15. And here he comes to his right. Abney waits for his blockers. Gets outside, makes good positive yardage. He turned back inside and went outside again, and he got about halfway there. He's at the 7-yard line. And now Strom will call their first timeout. They've got 3 left. It'll bring up second and goal from the 7-yard line. And Abney is just relentless. They cannot bring him down on the corners.
In the first half, it was Brooks, and in this half, it's been Abney. And Strom Thurmond's perfect season is a minute and a half from potentially being over.
They had Abney hemmed in, and he came back inside, pumped inside, and then turned around, came back out, got a block, and got to the corner and picked up 8 yards. Where it looked like he would get only a couple at most. 1:35 left to go in the ball game. Again, if Strom can just keep them to a field goal. They have 2 more timeouts. But they are having problems stopping Tyrell Abney, who's been very impressive. Now, they haven't had a good time stopping this either. This is Brooks and the Wildcat. Comes up the middle, and now Strom is going to stop him about the 5-yard line. They'll call timeout, stop the clock, 1:29.
Timeout, Rebels.
And you'll bring up third and goal from the 5. And I do believe if he had been a little more patient and stayed outside, he had the blockers, that he might have been able to make it to the end zone. But he turned it inside where his blockers were still outside. And that played into Strom Thurmond's defense where they were able to stop him. He picked up 2 yards. And now we do have our first ARMC medical timeout, injury timeout on the field. Not sure who it is. It's one of the Brooks, and I believe he's got a cramp by the way they're holding his leg. So, Aiken Regional Medical Center timeout. We'll go to a commercial break. Nope, they're going to get him up. We won't take a commercial. So Brooks gets up and runs out. And, oh, those cramps are terrible. I bet as a running back, it's doubly bad. All right, comes down to this. It's 3rd down and 5. Strom Thurmond has 1 timeout left, 1:29 left to go in the game. A 3-point lead for Swansea. For Saluda. I knew I'd start doing that. Saluda either scores here or on 4th down. I would imagine they'll kick the field goal. Abney going to run behind his body. Oh, he's hit hard. Lost a yard, back to the 6, and they will call timeout. 5 seconds goes off the clock, so if nothing else, they're able to save some time on that. Does Strom Thurmond. Now, it'll be interesting to see. I believe that
does Saluda take the
do they kick the field goal or just
again?
make Strom try to go the length of the field? That's an interesting play because the kickoffs tonight, Strom's been averaging at least the 35, maybe the 40-yard line on the kickoff returns as they've done little pop-up kicks rather than trying to kick it away. Of course, if they kick the field goal, then it takes a touchdown to beat them. A field goal would tie it, but they bring in the offense. And let's see if Brooks is back out on the field. He stands next to Tyrell Abney. Strom Thurmond has used all their timeouts, but that doesn't matter at this point. One down to try to get it in the end zone. They throw it up for grabs. Dives, he's out of the back of the end zone. That's incomplete. He made the catch. That was Mathis, I believe. Yeah. He made a heck of a catch, but he was out of the end zone. So 1 minute, 20 seconds, and Strom Thurmond is 95 yards away from the Tyler Tire end zone. That doesn't really matter. They probably need to get to the 20, maybe the 25 to get into field goal range for Real. I don't know what Real's longest field goal is this year.
I believe it's the 33-yarder earlier.
That he kicked earlier? Yeah. So that would mean he'd need to get inside the 20 to equal that. Ryan rolls out, looks downfield, throws incomplete, and that's probably, he was going down, he was going to be in bounds, and the clock was going to keep running. It would have been a first down, so it would have stopped the clock for the first down, but
Saluda's defense was a little bit confused on that play before the snap, but Strom Thurmond wasn't able to take advantage of it.
DeAndre Ryan at quarterback, usually a wide receiver, but came into the second quarter as the quarterback. Rolls out. Now he's going to run. And he needs to get that first down. He keeps running. He's going to get the first down and get out of bounds. What a run by DeAndre Ryan to stop the clock and get the first down and move the chains. Ball's at the 16-yard line.
First down, Rebels.
That was some effort by DeAndre to keep his feet, because he was going to come up short and the clock would have continued to roll. Now rolls to his right. He may have crossed the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure. He was very close. No flag, so he must have stayed behind the line of scrimmage, but boy, he came close on that to being over it. And that was the play. Throw it away. Got a full minute. Second down. We've seen DeAndre Ryan make huge plays in his career. He needs to pull one out now with a minute left to go, trailing by 3. Throws it outside, and that's incomplete. Oh, and a flag comes out. They'll call interference on Swansea, but on Saluda, but I think that's a spot foul, which is about 5 yards, maybe 4. And if that's the case, they'll get 4 yards, but they'll get a fresh set of downs. Well, they're going to walk off 15 yards. Guess that's a college rule. So that's a big play
nonetheless.
Big play to get 15 yards. Get the first down. Ball comes out to the 31. I'm sure Saluda a little sick on that one. If he lets him catch it and tackle him, it was only a 4-yard gain. Instead, they get 15. Now throwing it downfield, this can be out of bounds. That's a heck of a catch by Mathis. He made quite an effort. That's Jamarian Mathis, who made the catch out of the back of the end zone just a second ago. This one made a heck of a catch and took quite a hit.
He also landed on top of Jalen Simpkins there, I believe, and Simpkins is now coming out of the game, I think.
They both went airborne.
Grabbing his left arm.
Yeah, he looks to be in pain. Ryan going to roll to his right. Stops. Now he's coming back. He's got some field in front of him. Ooh, that's close. They're going to say there's a flag from behind. I was going to say that's really close to being a block in the back. And I believe that's what they're going to call. He picked up the first down, got all the way to the 44-yard line. And a legal block in the back is the call against Strom Thurmond. Guess he didn't get his helmet on the front side. You could see it coming.
Yeah, it looked close the whole way, and then
just mistimed it a little bit. We'll see if we've got here's the replay, the specs. Is this a clip? Here he comes. Yep, he's behind him. Had his head behind him, and that's when the officials will make the call as he gets his helmet behind the block. Now Ryan going to try to run out of it. Runs hard, but he's going to be short at the first down. The clock will continue to run. Less than 30 seconds. He gets him up there quick. It's third down. Got to wait till everybody's set. Now he spikes it. Now it's going to be fourth down. They'll have one play with 22 seconds left to go. I would imagine they'll try to at least get the first down. Certainly Ryan doesn't have the arm to throw it to the end zone from here. It's not Daniel Carr. Just started the clock for the play clock. Nothing, no problem there. Throws a pass, incomplete. And that'll do it. Saluda is going to pull the upset of sorts as they break their two-game losing streak and stop the winning streak of Strom Thurmond at 6. This has been some game.
Indeed it has. They say this is one of the best regions in the state, and it lived up to that tonight.
So victory formation for Saluda. And Saluda will run the clock out. They just need one snap. And he takes it, and Wynn comes in to take the snap and get the win over Strom Thurmond. Again, Strom Thurmond came in tied for second in the latest state poll in 2A football. They're tied with Batesburg. Now they've got the loss, and they'll travel to Batesburg next week and try to get back on the winning track against one of the best teams in the state in 2A football, Batesburg-Leesville. As the two teams now meet at midfield. And it was quite a game of seesaw. Strom Thurmond gets out on top, then Saluda scores 3 touchdowns to take the lead. Then 17 unanswered points by Strom Thurmond gets them the lead. And the interception returned by Malik Nicholson. But Saluda answers it with an 85-yard run by Abney to retake the lead immediately after the kickoff on the very first play. They added another one. Strom Thurmond was able to come back, cut it to 34-31 on a touchdown of their own, but unable to get another one, or at least a field goal to tie it, and they go down 34-31.
Yeah, Saluda had an answer for everything that Strom threw at them, and that's what the coach said it was going to take before before the game earlier this week, and they were able to be efficient in the red zone, which is another thing he spoke about. They kept going to Brooks when they got down there, and he kept scoring for them. And then, obviously, as you said, Abney broke the big play there, and that proved to be the difference in the game once Strom Thurmond got their momentum back.
Final score tonight, Saluda High School, the Tigers come down the road and beat their rival, Strom Thurmond, 34-31. In tonight's Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Stay tuned. We'll have the Ty Wilkins Center for Dentistry Most Valuable Player and more when we return.
We give very good deals. We don't have the overhead and the dock fees and all the junk that all the newer, fancier dealers do. So people like that hometown atmosphere, and it works for us. And so we continue to do what works for us. And so we just like to keep it plain and simple. You come see us, you'll be glad you did.
Weekends are for resting, relaxing, and recharging your batteries. A good weekend can also give you the time to catch up on business you couldn't get to during the week. For Security Federal Bank customers, that means banking business. What does 7-day banking mean to your banker? More importantly, what does it mean to you? At Security Federal Bank, being open 7 days a week means just that. That's why our Southside branch on Whiskey Road in front of Target is open for business every day, even Saturday and Sunday. We're proud to be the only bank to be open 7 days a week in Aiken County.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You've heard of 6 degrees of separation? In Aiken, it's more like 1 or 2. It's a rare day that I don't go to a grocery store and see a former patient, their mother or father, or son or daughter. That's the nature of practicing medicine in a relatively small town, especially emergency medicine. But that's exactly what got me into practicing medicine in the first place, making that personal connection and helping people I know.
People you know, healthcare you trust. Aiken Regional Medical Centers.
Security Federal's scoreboard shows Saluda has come down and beat Strom Thurmond 34-31. The number 2 ranked Rebels go down for their first loss of the season, and the Tigers get their first win in region play. And as we pointed out in the opening and throughout the telecast, this is a tough region that these 2 teams play in, with Abbeville and Batesburg, which are 2 of the best teams as well. They've got 4 really good football teams that have to play in this, and the rest aren't chopped liver either. It's a tough row to hoe for Strom Thurmond, and they get upset a little bit tonight by the Tigers of Saluda as they came down the road and won 34-31. Eric has gone down to the field to do post-game interviews, and we won't be able to interview any of them here in the postgame, so we won't be doing that. But just to give another recap of what happened tonight, if you're late tuning in, Strom Thurmond got on the board after holding Saluda to 4 and out. They returned to kickoff down deep into Strom Thurmond territory. They ran 4 plays and turned it over on downs. On the second play, Strom Thurmond went 79 yards, as you look at it there, for a touchdown, and took a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. The ensuing kickoff, Saluda was able to go 79 yards on a 79-yard drive and put it into the end zone on a 21-yard run by Brooks. Malik Brooks had a big night. He tied it at 7. Then followed that with touchdowns in the second quarter by Brooks of 5 yards and 11 yards to take a 20-7 lead. Strom Thurmond did get the ball back with about a minute to go in the second quarter and able to drive it down, get close enough that Real was able to kick a 32-yard field goal and make it 20-7 at the half. Then Strom Thurmond came out like gangbusters. They took the opening drive of the second half down the field. Got about a 70-yard drive that ended with Edwards on a 4-yard run to make it 20-17 Saluda. Then a couple of plays later, starting quarterback Forrest Wynn threw a pass over the middle too high. It was intercepted by Malik Nicholson. Nicholson returned it about 30 yards for the touchdown and went up. Strom Thurmond went up since their early lead in the game, 24-20 for the first time. But on the ensuing kickoff, Saluda was able to return the ball to the 15-yard line on the very first play. Tyrell Abney, who had come in and split time with Wynn at quarterback, he came in on the first play, he took it around the right side, went 85 yards for the touchdown, and Saluda was back in touch and on top 27-24. In the fourth quarter, Brooks was able to extend that lead with a 10-yard run. And he went on the shotgun wildcat formation. Brooks took the snap, went around the left side untouched, trotted into the end zone, led 34-24. Then Strom Thurmond able to get the ball, march down the field. Got a 1-yard run by DeAndre Bryan, who'd come in to play quarterback for Tyrese Nick. Not sure if Nick was injured or whether the plan was just to go with Ryan, who's the senior. That cut the lead to 34-31. Then getting the ball back with about 6 minutes to go in the game, Saluda was able to get down inside the 10-yard line, but Strom Thurmond was able to hold. They went for it on fourth down from the 5-yard line. Ball was out the back of the end zone, incomplete, even though he caught the pass to Mathis. So the lead, 34-31, just over a minute left to go in the ball game, and Strom Thurmond not able to get close enough to kick the field goal, and they go down in defeat. Not enough time on the clock, and they lose 34-31. Saluda goes to 6-2 on the season, while Strom falls to 6-1. All right, let's roll tape of the doctors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tal Wilkins.
And I'm Dr. Brooke Ussery with the Center for Dentistry.
We, along with Aiken Center Television, would like to congratulate the most valuable player of the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you, doctors. We appreciate what you do for sponsoring our MVP. And our MVP tonight, we talked about a couple of them, but we decided to go with, and it should be no surprise, Malik Brooks gets the most valuable player in tonight's game. Malik had well over 100 yards rushing, was lights out in the first half, got bottled up a little bit in the second half, made a couple of good runs, and did manage to score another touchdown in the fourth quarter. had 4 touchdowns on the evening, 21 yards, 5 yards, 11 yards, and 10 yards, and a good night, and he led the Tigers to the win. And I guess we'll give an honorable mention to Tyrell Abney, who came off the bench and was able to pick the team up and make some big plays, 85-yard run. We talked about him as well, because without him, I don't think they get the win either. But a good night for both of those players, and they're able to get the win. And I think that's going to do it for this evening, as Saluda has come in and beat Strom Thurmond on their home field, 34-31. For Eric Russell, our analyst and sideline reporter, and for James Grigsby, our director in the truck, I'm Ed Gerardo. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Next week, not sure where we'll be, but tune in for your local listings, and we'll see you then on the Jim Satcher Motors Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Late for work or school again? Autotech can get your car or truck running smoothly in no time. Whether late model or classic, domestic or import, Autotech can get the hums and hisses out of your vehicle. Their state-of-the-art computer diagnostics can identify your problem and get you on your way. Bring your automobile today to 460 Silver Bluff Road across from Hitchcock Plaza. Autotech, mechanics you can trust with your family's safety.
You can smile.
I love to smile.
I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
Calling all college football fans, Unique Expressions has everything you need for game day, including collegiate apparel, accessories, tailgating items, even Yeti coolers. Shop a variety of South Carolina, Clemson, and Georgia gear. We have something for every fan. And that's not all. Unique Expressions offers on-site embroidery, vinyl lettering, and an array of personalized gifts. Find the perfect gift for any occasion and shop brands like Spartina, Vera Bradley, Lidley Pulitzer, Jack Rogers, Simply Southern, Tyler Candle Company, and so much more. Stop in today. Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road in Mitchell Shopping Center in Aiken, South Carolina.
Choosing a physician you can trust with your family's health is an important decision. University Medical Associates has been dedicated to your health care for over 20 years, and Dr. Humans and his staff are ready to provide the quality care you and your family deserve. With short wait times, walk-ins and same-day appointments, an in-house lab by Quest Diagnostics, and 24-hour turnaround on sports physicals, it's no wonder Dr. Humans was selected Best Family Doctor in Aiken's Choice 2015. Come see us today, 934 Doherty Road in Aiken.
You finally found your dream home, but it needs a few tweaks. New windows, vinyl siding, maybe a sunroom. Who do you call to do the job right? Since 1963, Bates & Sons has been proud to offer quality products for your home, installed with unsurpassed workmanship. Check out our latest jobs on Facebook, and you could win one of our monthly giveaways. Visit our showroom on Vaucluse Road or call 803-648-3581.
Half lemonade, half ice cream. Frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.